let's get into it here. Unfortunately, on Gauntlet 1, you cannot choose your character. Whatever you put in for the quarter, that's who you're going to be. So we're going to be the warrior here. Let's throw in, let's throw in 3 quarters, give us 2100 health there to start.
Welcome. Treasure 100 points.
There we go. Like I said, this is the beginning of what we call the drop in, drop out.
Ooh.
So anyone at any time could come along and join your game, basically. And you could just keep putting quarters into play. It was great. Because someone always wanted to play.
Say keys to open doors.
We'll say the key for next level. And like I said, I've watched players, a good team of 4. If they know what they're doing, they can actually go pretty far on a few quarters.
Save potions for later use.
Now, the Barbarian has horrible magic use, obviously. Those are the best one. But he has the best melee capabilities. Now, you can't actually melee the ghosts. You have to shoot them. But he can actually hit those things like that. That voice you're hearing is one of the first voice synthesized noises inside of a video game. It comes from a Texas Instrument chip. Very popular in the 80s for creating voice synthesis, for the voice synths. And it sounded the same. So if you heard a voice being synthed in the 80s, it was probably from the TI chip itself, basically. I have to go back and check my notes this one, but I think this game has 10 or 12 maps. And after the 12th one, they just start being recycled. This is always a really popular game in the arcade.
Oh.
Like, I remember, like, a typical Saturday night for me and my friends were to go to the movies in the arcade. They're, like, side by side. So we'd go to the arcade about an hour and a half before the show. And then basically play this for about 45 minutes to go to the arcade. So did eventually the Gauntlet Legends, the Dark Legends? It sure did. Surprisingly, that's actually a really good point. Gauntlet has led to several spin-offs. Gauntlet 1, Gauntlet 2. And I was shocked when I actually saw Gauntlet Legacy in the arcade. Like, well, we're talking like Gauntlet Legacy is recent within the last 8 or 10 years. But yeah, this is a 1 too. And I'm trying to think. There is a, I think it's either Atari or NES game that plays very similar to Gauntlet. And there was a bit of a lawsuit that alleged that Gauntlet stole from the from that game, and it was settled out of court. But it was true; it was given credit. But yeah, Gauntlet's been around. Like, I'd argue it's almost like Pac-Man. It's never gone away. Because who's it? You know, if you talk to any Gen Xer like me, you always hear like, you know, warriors running out of health. Don't shoot the food and stuff like that. Yep. 100%. I absolutely love multiplayer games. And it was something I really look forward to with my daughters. I'd have an emulator on my old PC. And when they were little, when they were talking like, you know, 9 or 10, whatever, like we're talking small, I would hook up 3 joysticks and we would play basically stuff like the Dungeons & Dragons game, Sunset Riders, Gauntlet, and just the 4 of us having died our time was awesome. As you can see here, the warrior can actually club these grunts no problem. He has to shoot the ghost. But yeah, Gauntlet is one of those games that just never went away. I don't need to be here. I'll go down another level here. And each Gauntlet I found basically improved upon the last. Like Gauntlet 2, maybe I'll play that one next basically. It made several improvements. One was you could actually choose who you wanted to be when you put your quarter in. So if you wanted to be the Valkyrie, but you're on the red, you could actually. It added new enemies. The maps were not as random as actually wasn't actually into the game. And they had stuff like, as I'll show you, it had like lobbers and stuff like that. But Gauntlet, like I said, I love any multiplayer game. It just brings us back to those days, like I said. Me and my buddies going to town, going to the arcade, playing Gauntlet, playing WrestleMania. Oh, I can't fit through here. Hitting out the movies to watch like RoboCop and stuff like that. And then, what was my mistake? Then hitting up the fast food afterwards. Yeah, well, this is the original Gauntlet. And like I said, when it came out, it was...
warrior is about to die.
No, that sound. It was cutting edge.
Oh.
And it made a lot of money for arcade owners. That's good enough.